Hey guys, it's Adore from Bricksmaven, and in this video, I wanted to show you guys the process before you actually start building in bricks. I'm not really going to go into the details. I just want to show you guys like the possibilities so that you can have an idea. Like, okay, if you're starting a new project, you set with your customers, you discuss the project, you sign the contract, and now you start with the UX process, the wireframing process. And some people start building in the browser. Some people actually hire a designer and they start working on um, the UX, right? And deciding how the page is going to look like, how the what if where the information is going to be placed. Obviously, before that process, you would have written some copy because you're going for conversion, right? Copy is very important. Let me just note that. So it would be nice to have a system because let's be honest, depending on if you're building like an award website with like custom interactions, animations, things flying in and out of the screens using 3D, all this stuff. Now, this might not be for you. This is for those that are building like 95% of the sites on the internet that are just pretty general blocks, maybe a little bit of interaction there, but you find yourself rebuilding the same sections over and over, the same header again, the same footer again, the same structures, 3 columns, 4 columns, 5 columns, 2 columns. Yeah, you find yourself just doing that work all over and over again. So at this point, you would want to have a system that not only provides you blocks in bricks, you have access to a remote template, but also has the same blocks in a user interface, a software where you can actually use those blocks that you have online. You can build with them, and then once you're done, you can actually turn them into a high fidelity design. So the final design, and after you get approval from the client, you can start building it in bricks. That is what you want. That's a very nice process to follow, right? So that's actually what we're providing with the alpha template from Bricksmaven. So as you can see here, these are all the blocks that we have online right now. At this moment, I am still working on the Figma file. We already released the Figma file from the start. So that was almost like 2 years ago, if I'm correct. I think it's less than 2 years ago. From where we started, we already had a Figma file. But Figma has pushed a lot of updates, so I have basically been doing the updates. It's a lot of work. I changed a lot of stuff. Some blocks are a little bit broken, so I'm just busy going through all of them, fixing them. But the main idea here, and not to go into much details, these are like the blocks, right? Over here, other blocks, feature sections, content sections, and these are features, the grids and cards, all here, right? So once you start building a site, best thing to do is start sketching. So that's what I do, sketch on paper based on the copywriting. Most people don't have copy. I know that most people take inspiration from sites that have already been built. You just copy the structure, but then give it another design. It just gives you some inspiration, right? But if you're doing your job correctly, you would make sure that you have some kind of target group, someone that you're targeting, someone that you're speaking to, and the copy should be based on that. And based on that copy, you design the UX so that it works for the person, because you're designing that site for the person that has that problem, right? Because they're looking for a solution. So not to go into much depth, I just want to jump to some examples that I have already created, and I will just show you what is possible. So using these blocks, these are stuff that I've created in the past months and years, right? Okay, not years, since the existence of this product. So, for example, this, right? as you can see here. The blocks that you see here are basically the blocks that also can be found in the library, but there's a design on it, right? As you can see. So it will not look like super plain. So for an example, this footer that you see here, right? So if I go back to the template, I go to footer, we can see here, this is the footer. So this same footer is what you see here. Then, okay, we give it a, let me just zoom in some more. Background image. We didn't really do much with it, but you know, you style it up and you have a somewhat unique design, also based on the brand colors and look and feel. And you can come up with a design like this. So once you're done with something like this, you move on to the next step. You can build it. So once you're in the builder in Bricks, it's basically just selecting the blocks that you use to build up this design. Obviously, there might be some sections that are custom made that make there might not be a block that fits the description. Then that means that just needs to be created. You know, that's just how it is. But if you look at this, right? So we have this now. This is now online. This is now built. This is built in Bricks, right? So we can click on quotes, get a pop-up, can close it. Yeah, forms is working. So basically just putting this together in Bricks, adding my own like interaction. So the cards, not all cards have like interaction. So this stuff you can add yourself, just give it its own unique feel, right? So you get this. Obviously the tabs. You can also tab through the tabs. You can open them, close them, tab. So that's accessible. So, and yeah, we made a slight change to this testimonial. Because if you look in the Figma file, it's slightly different. We do have this block though, but we made a tweak here. So it's just like this. And then we have our footer. And yes, we did build all the pages, as you can see. All the headers are correct. Okay, we have the pricing here. So as you can see, building this was fairly quick, obviously, because we don't need to start from scratch. That's the whole idea, not starting from scratch. So let's move on to the next. So this is a nail studio. Same principle applies here, right? So we have a wireframe. So this is how it started. Basically the wireframe, just laying this out, right? So all these sections are I just draw them in from the library and just give it its own kind of. This is just how I wanted to place the elements for this salon site. And then this is the ultimate design, final design. This is how it came out looking. And this is how it then looks built in Bricks. This was actually supposed to be a video, so this can always be changed for a video, background video. And also building this was also pretty quick because you're just bringing in the sections and styling them up. Yeah. I do have the other pages, but they're not linked yet, so I can't show them. Let's move on to the next. This is actually a nail studio, by the way. This is a beauty salon. I've not built this one yet, but the same principle applies here. The header, the hero, this intro content section, service section, this grid, every single section is a template that we'll just pull in and we just build up the pages, right? And if you can do this process yourself, and if you don't know how to like give it a unique look and feel, you can always hire a designer to do it for you, right? So let's say you set this up for the designer, you're done, you let the designer do his work, it ends up like this, right? So the images are there. As you can see, we added some. You can see the brand was also used like a kind of pattern here. And the website comes alive, as you can see. This one still needs to be built. By the way, these these templates are not for actual clients. This is just something I did to show the possibilities, and I was also going to make them available um, separately on the website, so people can actually purchase them. It's just to show, hey, this is what's possible. Obviously, the um, Figma file will be included, so that you can always make your own tweaks. And okay, these are like components we used, Figma stuff. By the way, let me see if I can show you a presentation. Because we added some. That's also the good thing about Figma. See if we can get this, can get it away. The thing about Figma is you can actually add small interactions to actually show how something should behave. You know, so as you can see here, we have some hovers. So this, see how that works. Yeah, see we have this effect. So if you were handing this over to the developer, they can immediately see how it should work on the web. And if you're also presenting this to clients, they can also immediately see how it should function, how it should work. And this is the power of actually doing it this way, right? Whereas if you did it a different way, right, just building it directly in the browser, you can also get a lot of feedback. The reason why I would always advocate to do it this way is because you can take away, first of all, a lot of surprises away from the client, doubts. You're actually showing the end results with actual content that's copy that's written, and the client can give you a okay, and you're ready to go. You just need to build it and you're done. You know. And obviously, you could also create a mobile version, and the client can actually see how or what he can expect. So this is a pricing portfolio. This is a service page. Some examples. Just some portfolio about page. Yeah, it's pretty straightforward, as you can see. So, and let's move on to one, I think two, three. I still have some more to show you guys. This one was I built this one actually before. For those that know that, for those that use Oxymaven, if you know about Oxymaven, I built this one before. Also use the same blocks. Like, for example, this one. I think this is a, let me see, this is a features, let me see, it's feature block. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Yeah, there it is. Look at it right here, and this is how it looks here, right? So, and this is also a feature block. I think that one was, where is it? Here. This is it. So basically took this and turned it into this, right? And you've alternated the content of it, right? And we also have this block. It's also a testimonial slider. We also have this block. So these are things that can just help you accelerate your build, right? So this will also be built again, because I've already built it before, but I have to build it in bricks. And I was planning to, yeah, there are a lot of pages. I have also actually had a light mode. So you have a dark light. So mostly when I design for clients, this is mostly how I would also present it to them, take them through the site, take them through the sections, why I place, why a section, why I use that structure, you know. Obviously, also having the copy written to really sell the solution, right? Because obviously the website has to convert. So basically using those blocks, I was able to build this, right? And not having to build a lot of stuff from scratch. Obviously in this design, there are some parts that you would have to do some manual work, but it's about having an idea, you sketch it on paper, and if there's an available block, you can use it to save time because you do not want to be doing building, putting in a frame, putting in the element, putting the text, creating auto layout again, same thing in Bricks. You don't want to be creating a section, putting in the heading, putting in the text, doing everything, all this repetitive work. And there's a thing right in web development, right? Try, don't repeat yourself. So we don't in design, we don't want to repeat ourselves. So we're doing it here. Yeah. So one more thing I want to show you guys. Sorry, I mean two more. I'm already 50 minutes in. So this was a project I built, a project I was part of, but unfortunately did not continue. So this was basically just built also using the blocks. If you go to the library, you find this is like a featured alternating section. It's just that the things that make a design really pop or really look good is the use of professional images, professional graphics, high quality graphics, and also graphics that are like custom made or created yourself. To always stand out. Let me just present this so that you can see it in full. See, so you can really see all the details, right? The lines on the background, right? It really looks good. It's really popping because you use high quality pictures. You use also this logo was we designed this brand too, as you can see there. So you use high quality resources to get high quality result, right? So everything is looking real good. Yes, this was a crypto project. So as you can see, this image was eventually switched, as you can see the low quality. But again, to make my point clear, look at how this is standing out, right? And by the way, it's not low quality. I put there's a blur on it also here. There's a blur on it. So as you can see, all blocks from the library, right? Even look at this cool effect here, the background blur. You can also do that with Figma, right? It's awesome. See the background blur on top here? Look at that. Awesome stuff. This is all the stuff you can do with Figma. And the last thing I want to show you guys is this massive project I'm working on. I'm going to try and just tell you about it in a short amount of time. So, as you guys know, I posted in the group that I was going to release WooCommerce blocks, right? Because before I wasn't going to do that. The reason being is I wanted to create a separate project where I laid out all the WooCommerce sections like this in this manner, and then I would also create like a WooCommerce site, right, using the same blocks to just show you what is possible, and then I would release it as a project. Okay, I was not going to do that way. I will release some blocks, obviously, for the WooCommerce project I'm releasing, the full website template I'll be releasing. There might be some blocks that are not in the alpha template library, or I might add them later. So see what I would do. But this idea was basically I was wanting to try this out to see how people would respond to it, and also to show you here again. You see the power of having a design system, design library that enables you to actually create different kinds of sites. So this particular project is for a wedding photography or a business coach, but more leaning to the editorial style. Overlapping sections, use of classical text, mostly geared to women entrepreneurs, right? So I have a whole library, I would say, like here, section intros, headers, footer. I could have obviously create more headers, maybe a vertical one to, you know, footer, hero, content, list, header pages, call to actions, service, different service pages, testimonials, different testimonial sections, a lot of testimonial sections, contact sections, counters, blog sections, blog archives, blog single, portfolio sections, portfolio showcase. I'm actually still not done, maybe just some individual items I need to create. And the goal of this was to have a wireframe, which would be available like in the remote library. And then I would have like a um, example where I'm actually designing a site. As you can see, I've added images to make it like now it really comes alive, right? Seeing it like this. And then let's say you had that wireframe, took the wireframe, you added your own style, you added your own colors, your own brand to it, give it your own look and feel. And then you take that, and then we have the page. Okay, see, there's still a lot of pages I need to create. Just ignore that. Let's focus on the pages that I did create. And by doing that, I could build this page easily. I have a header in, I have a content section, our work, testimonial, service. I think this is another, this about blog, and a call to action, a footer. So I could just, the way I build this is just easily just copy the block I want and paste it here. And you just easily build out your website. And because of the amount of blocks, you can build out different kinds of sites with different colors. You can add even more stuff to it, shapes, patterns, background images. So you can go crazy. So I'm just saying all this to say is that with the alpha template, which has, we have now more than 500 blocks. There's a lot of stuff that you can do with it. A lot of stuff, a lot of sites that you can build with it. And this is just a start of some videos I'll be coming where I'll actually go back and build a site with you together. I could also rebuild this. So I just lay out the blocks or build it a little bit differently. It's also possible. And then we just build it in bricks, the whole process, the whole site. You know, that I think that can be very interesting content. Yeah, but I just wanted to share this with you guys. I hope this was insightful and also shows you the possibility of using the Figma file of the alpha template for Bricksmaven, to create your own projects. And I forgot one more thing, that I've also actually used the alpha template to do UI jobs, right? Gigs. Also accelerated my work there, because why should I build things from scratch? At the end of the day, it's the result that counts, right? This is how it looks, the end result. If the client likes it, then it's good. So thank you for watching. This was a little bit different than normally I build the blogs and stuff, but those you have enough of those videos. I just want to show you guys this side too. There'll also be more videos of me going into the details, really building stuff. And yeah, I think we can learn from that. And after building it in Figma, designing it in Figma, we'll obviously build it in Bricks. So thank you for your attention, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.